Whew. There we go. Hello everyone, with the live version of Shield Girl episode 2. BOFURI, of course. I don't want to get hurt, so I maximized every point in, defense stuff. Yeah. And of course, it's a good image for there we go. So nice, cute episode. I would say nice, cute episode 1. Friendly, cool, Genki main character. The opposite of Shield Hero. And today I have my new Senku shirt. I know Senku isn't technically an Isekai, but I feel that the stone is basically an Isekai, right? Kind of like he's in the past, future, but it's kind of like back to Stone Age. You know what I mean? It's basically Isekai. Come on, he's like rebuilding the world and so on. I've been having a lot of great discussion, I feel, since last week with anime from game perspective, right? Because obviously this is like I learned by doing, so I had a question about that, and especially on Reddit, I feel I got a lot of questions on Reddit about this thing, and Discord and so on. So yeah, always you have this Discord channel, or write down here below and so on, because of course I have worked with, I worked with game design for about 15, maybe a little more than that, years now, and of course I have collected, especially JRPG games, for the whole life basically, right? I have like all the JRPGs ever basically, and I've published research and I've written papers about specifically role-playing games. So obviously this learn by doing, or the game mechanics, like we saw last week with her, like maximizing vitality and so on, is something I'm well versed in that field, right? And what this does to a game is so on. And basically, I mean, I like the anime. Don't get me wrong, I like the anime, but the whole learn by doing, which is like if I just do this thing, I get stronger with my punching and so on. It is a really bad game design thing, right? It's a bad game mechanic because it makes people just grind forever. Usually in the old school games, you could grind every stat, so you could use like grind everything, strength, vitality, and so on forever, right? Like for example, I made this FF2 example, FF2, where you could actually maximize every stat in the game, so everyone could have maximum health, MP, attack power, and so on. So for example, FF12 then, what I did, maybe I mentioned last week, but I looped my characters, so you could set them to do the same thing again next turn. So I just made one character heal my characters, and the other 3 would attack my own party. 2 with magic, 1 with physical damage, then and this character will heal, right? And it's like a level 1 enemy. But I can just loop that, put a book on my controller, and then I just walk away for 8 hours. Going back to school, and everyone will have maximum health points, maximum damage, and maximum magic power, or a specific power. Then fire and ice and cure would be like 9.999 maximized. So it's like super abusive in the old games to have this learn by doing. As we see with her, right? She's like, oh, I'm gonna maximize my poison. I stand here, take poison damage forever. And I want to say one thing. I mean, I like the anime, but the people that are acting like the few characters we saw in other players were like, what's she doing? That doesn't make any sense, honestly. From a game perspective, this is what people always been doing. The most standard maximize learn by doing thing, or is maximize is vitality. So in the old Diablo games, the most common build was just like, every point in vitality. It's like 90 points in strength, so you can have the best stuff in the game or something like that. And then every other point in vitality, so you have the maximum health point, right? There's one build with Necromancer, which is like, you literally only have point in vitality. You summon characters, you do skeleton thing, and like blood magic, the blood golem thing, and you have literally every point in vitality. That is the most common build. Let's go ahead, boss here. The most common, let's put every point is vitality, right? Second most is like everything agility, so you can just avoid everything forever, right? Those are very, very common. So I think that in the anime is a little in my opinion, that other cats are like, what's she doing? Everything vitality, how silly. Like no, that's the common thing ever. And people are wondering what she's doing, so on. And and people will probably go fire immune and poison immune, and if you fight a fire dragon, it will fire at you when you heal and so on. And also in a multiplayer game, this is the best thing ever. I mean, when you play something like World of Warcraft, it's very much more mitigated. You can't really go crazy in one direction. Still, as a tank, you want to go, I can do 0 damage, but I have maximum health and so on, right? Unless in the newer, where it's more like the tank should also do damage. But that's more because the tank can't go immortal, right? It's more that in the newer games, the tank can't go immortal, so it's in the new expansion, I mean, so it's more worthwhile if tank also does high damage. Death Knights also does high damage and still is surviving. But in the old World of Warcraft, you could use like maximum tanking as you could do was better, so you don't need to heal them. And if you max, you could do it in World of Warcraft, but like you could actually dodge tank in the Bronx instead, but yes, in many games, right, you have that maximum agility, right? You can just avoid everything. For example, I am playing Fire Emblem on my Switch right now. It's a great game, but it's a little maddening, and it's kind of maddening. But in Fire Emblem, the best tank is always the Swordmaster kind of character. They just dodge stuff, yeah, or assassin, yeah. So my pet rush is just like, you know, so you have like you have her as an assassin, maximum dexterity and agility, speed, and you give her the dancing passive. So she goes a dancer, learns the dancer thing to have sword avoidance plus 20, but isn't a dancer. She's still stuck in her the assassin or swordmaster, you know, spec, right? But she has the dancer passive to avoid more. They give her like 100% evasion and evasion ring and so on. And she can tank everything, because she just stands there and dodge constantly. She can tank like 10 enemies in a row and counter-attacks and kills them all. So it's like, so, you know, maximum agility or kind of dexterity, whatever, is also a pretty standard build, right, for this kind of game. So I don't know, you know, I can at length go into this stuff. I haven't all the channel for more game stuff, right? But yeah, I like the anime. That was funny, but the whole vitality thing, that's the most basic maximum. It's the most common, you know, stat maximization, right? So it's not really weird that she's doing it. I feel it's kind of funny that other cats are like, what is she doing? Was that the most common build ever, usually? But let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But if you have another question, you know, game design and so on, of course, drop them, and I will give you lengthy answers to go to battle. No, there's a recap again in the beginning. Ban the chat again. Yeah. And I'm guessing her best friend is gonna appear now and be a DPS, kind of like a shield hero, right? With raphtalia is the DPS, but I feel this thing here. She's recapping here. She's fighting the poison monster, and that monster only had poison damage. That is like a really bad game design thing, because if someone maximizes poison resistance, right, they can't damage them. It's like a Pokemon fight. Yeah, F2 is out 20 minutes now. So just recap here, come on. Oh, what was the opening last week? I want to see the opening. It's probably opening at the recap here. Yeah, the poison thing. That's a bad game design thing, right? You would never make an enemy that only has one attack ability, because then people will maximize it and you can't take damage anymore, right? So yeah, you know, and the whole argument that I said, some people on Reddit was like arguing, no, but why would you give the enemy? Why would anyone ever become poison immune? Because it's so cray. No, that's the most base strategy ever, to min-max and test if it's strategies, right? That's what you always do, test if it's strategies. You min-max and you test to get the walls, and you jump bombs into walls, and here we go. This is what you always do when you play games. You test the weirdest strategies, right, to find out. Well, you won't watch it on YouTube, come on. Yeah, just shield slab them forever. I kinda wish the enemies would be... I kinda wish it would miss more, yeah. I kinda think it was funny if the enemies were like, you only have vitality, so you can't hit us, right? Like, honestly, in Fire Emblem, I'm playing Fire Emblem right now. Like, in Fire Emblem, if you have, like, Edelgard, for example, obviously best girl is like freaking Bernadette, but you know, she's like maximum defense, right? And if she goes back to defense, she has no damage, but she never hits anything. She has no dexterity, and she keeps eating everything. This is like a little bit of Arifurata, yeah. She's like, you know, if I keep consuming everything, yeah, eating a pure little ladybug here. If it's a little weird, you can eat everything. Maximum vitality also gives you, I don't know, high teeth strength. Or something. Yeah. But she keeps consuming every poor enemy. Okay, new opening. Or first time see the opening. Can't show that, of course. Okay. She's like, oh my god, it's a shield! Yeah. Okay, so maybe we need to find a shield to stop. Let's buy this new shield! Yeah, okay, she likes shields, yeah. Shield girl loves shields. Yeah, okay, this is a blacksmith kind of character, yeah. Actually, I wasn't in the opening last week. Maybe I'm just stupid now. Because I do recognize. No, sorry, it wasn't opening this week. Like, I'm just. Oh my god, my mind is completely. Because I do recognize the scene with the Samurai Girl. So no, I was opening this week. My god, I feel an idiot. Yeah, no, I recognize it now. Now I remember. This is. There was an opening last week. My god, I'm sorry. Of course, it was an opening last week. The song didn't really capture me though. No, I watched it once before though. But yeah, I mean the Samurai Girls did it again and so on. Yeah, fighting the big clown guy. I'm hoping someone has like maxed with intelligence, so they have like, you know, I can do one glass cannon ability. No, I'm watching episode 2 here. I'm just an idiot because I've seen the opening before. Yeah, I don't know. I completely forgot about the opening. I guess it proves the opening isn't that good. I don't know, but I haven't actually rewatched the opening. The other openings I keep, you know, rewatching, like for example, Easy Breeze, like a billion times by now. Or like Black Clover and so on, yeah. This opening I haven't watched the opening since last week. So it's like, okay, here's the best friend again, yeah. She's clearly gonna be like full agility, right? No, but I could have seen the opening before. As soon as I saw the Samurai, I was like, oh yeah, this is the opening, and I saw it last week. But I just completely forgot about it. Yeah, like it didn't exist in my head. It's like, oh yeah, this is the opening. But the song, I have to say though, not to my own defense, that song is pretty forgettable. I feel that song isn't like, there is no Easy Breezy, it's no, you know, Black Catcher, it's not the best opening, it's no Phoenix. The other opening, I even know the names of them, right? But this opening, whatever. Let's go with my life. Yes, her friend is clearly like addicted, right? Yeah, she's like, go ahead and play games! I feel these games would definitely make a lot of people addicted. Yeah, they will just keep playing them forever, right? Oh, it's an event! New World. I didn't like the name though, it's like you will never go back to the real world, yeah. New World, you will never return, you know, to the to the first world of the game. Okay, this is the game's mascot, the dragon mascot. With like a ribbon, I guess? Okay. Which events a good way to get players, right? Because they have to log in certain dates and it's like something limited bi-weekly and so on. So yeah, I mean, I worked in a lot, but I mean, I've done like maybe, there's around 20 or so free-to-play games in my life. Something like that, maybe more even, 25 or something like that. But, and no, events are very, very common, right? Events is like one of the most best thing to get people to come back and to play the game and to be stuck in the, you know, to keep playing the game for like the weekend events and so on. It's incredibly common to keep players, you know, returning. Who's this guy? Some random douchebag guy. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, the pretty boys. Clearly some random douchebag guy. Oh, here we go. See, first PP battle. It's clearly gonna be like whatever. It's clearly gonna be like, yeah. She's like, I have a billion times. He dies from immediate touching her. Yeah, it's like 2 damage. 1 dead. Yeah, one. He didn't do anything. Oh, he's died. That was easy. And they're like, she looks really weak. Why would they attack after he's died? It's like, how stupid are they? They have to be players. They didn't learn anything from this. They didn't learn shit from what they saw. They're like, let's try attack her again. Yeah. I feel they should be like, oh shit, she's easily killed that guy. We should probably not attack her. He's very, very softly killing them here. Yeah, it's like, oh, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. Ah, what a hard work! Yeah, he stood here and he died. Because everyone keeps attacking her. But this stuff is a little stupid. I mean, it's funny, but also a little stupid because the other ones are players, but they're acting like, you know, like stupid NPCs, right? This is like when an NPC keeps running into your death trap, right? Yeah. It's a little bit, it's supposed to be humans playing these characters. It's supposed to be an MMORPG, I think, right? Aren't they all players in the events? Maybe they are NPCs, so that's feel. Well, actually, I feel like mages should maybe win. I mean, does she have like high magic resistance? Or maybe she just kills them by her poison attack. Yeah. Poor mages, I guess he's gonna burn, but couldn't they shoot her first? There are like 10 people of them. Okay, she's super OP because she's the first player ever in any video game that ever tried to maximize vitality. Never happened before. I mean, I like it, but at the same time, is this game like when did you get this game? 97? Like yeah, like when is this game developed? Like in the 70s, something like that. Yeah, it's like the first time someone ever made a video game. It's funny, but also a little ridiculous because people have done exactly what she has done for 30 years now. Yeah. But I'm hoping there's so much to come with max agility, right? And if she can't defeat him because she's just gonna like try to hit him and he's like, come on. I really need that max agility guy that she cannot hit. No matter what she does, she can never hit the guy. And then he has like assassin skill, so you can kill her from full health. That would be really funny. Okay, so she's surrounded by more random noobs. You would think they would learn from having her defeat like 50 other people. Yeah, I'm sorry. She casually kills the next guy. Oh, and a death breath. Oh, it's poison. There's a lot of poison attacks. Yeah, and she paralyzed the poor man's. And this is actually pretty badass. She has to give her just a pretty good player, though. She paralyzed everyone inside the poison mist. You have to give her that she's actually pretty deadly, yeah. I mean, yes, everyone else is a complete stupid person, but that actually is like a good ability, yeah. I'm gonna poison everything, and I'm gonna paralyze you in the poison, so you can slowly die in poison breath, yeah. You have to give her that. I mean, she is playing the game, like, perfectly. From, like, that strategy. I'm mean, saying that other people should also be able to do this thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Hello, konnichiwa! She's famous now. Yeah, she's a rookie. Super cute little rookie star. And everyone's like, wow! Kawaii! Everyone's like, oh my god! She's so cute! But yeah, but I mean, she's actually like, I said the last thing, she is a really good player. Like, she's playing the game, like, perfectly from how abusive this, you know, only 1 point is, right? But I'm saying that is like a super common strategy in these games. That's the most common strategy. So what I'm waiting for again is someone else to be like, you can't hit me, girl. Whatever you do, I have 99% 99999 evasion. You can't hit me. Or like literally 100%. It depends, right? For example, again, I keep playing Fire Emblem currently right now. In Fire Emblem, you can get 100% evasion easily with like a swordmaster or assassin. So you can literally never get hit by some characters, like shield characters. So where is the fast, you know, rogue ninja assassin character that is immune to whatever she's doing? That is purely immune to whatever she's doing. I want to see you lose, I guess, in a little bit as well. Or maybe not lose, but it would be funny if, you know, the assassin can't damage her and she can hit the assassin. So it's like an equal draw because they can't defeat each other. Because she can't hit and yeah, you know, and you stand there forever, right? Like no damage versus no hit, right? And they have like a permanent draw. That would be funny. I hope that happens. I mean, that makes sense to me at least. That would happen in the game. From a game perspective, right? That should happen. And someone should be, you know, maximum intelligence, right? And have, you know, I can throw a fireball that deals like 1 billion damage, yeah. And I can like twin spell cast, like a Mega Man, you know, explosion, and I just, you know, absolutely kill everything in one ability, yeah. The positive was great though, I liked it. That was, again, she's like a really good player. I think that helps the anime a lot. That she's actually, it's like she's using her abilities to the maximum effectiveness. So while she has like somehow luckily, you know, established a new game build, you know, doesn't make any sense, she is playing it perfectly from what she has, right? So in that sense, okay, finally a best friend to play with. Here we go. So her friend is clearly gonna be her DPS. Here's her raphtalia, come on. Her best friend is clearly raphtalia, come on, has to be. Who has gonna win later on in the game? I hope that she has to be the, you know, her dagger, right? Her dagger or sword to her shield, right? Hopefully friends like, I max strength points. Okay, come on. She's gonna be like, 55 agility, here we go. Her best friend's like, I'm gonna be full agility. I will go your reverse strategy. Yeah, come on. Yeah, she's kind of like a rogue character, right? To kind of thief or something. Yeah. Okay, it's the same thing, being up a bit. Like, she's like, I will teach you a better build than no damage. A build that can do damage. Yeah. But I don't know, that's a little weird thing in for a game system. She did so much damage with her poison protecting ability, even though she only has vitality. Yeah, so the game. Oh, nice. The reflection of her shield there, yeah. Nice touch to it. But I'm just thinking from a game perspective, like, how can she use this like high advanced abilities? I mean, I guess she ate the enemies, but you know, it's like, how does that work? She has like maximum vitality. Why can't she use like, you know, a powerful ability like yeah, like massive poison mist just by eating it? It's like a little weird. Like, shouldn't she need a little other stats than that? Man, this game would be so abusive to play. Yeah, this game would be so abusive, I think. Oh yeah, this is funny though, she can't walk. This is good though, she has like 1 movement speed, yeah. Don't walk so fast! Oh, here, great. Should she be super heavy? Whatever, but... Okay, she can carry her. Literally. Yeah, she's clearly the ADC character. She's gonna carry her, literally. Come on. She's like this ability, how does she... I don't know, whatever. She's just amazingly strong, yeah. But I would argue that should require some more skill and vitality to be able to have like a AoE, you know, personability. But yeah. I like it, she's carrying her, quite literally carrying her. And I mean, I assume this game works like, you know, most other fishing games then, but by doing that, the more you fish, you get level up in fishing, right? Yeah, if you keep fishing, you get level up in this ability, right? Probably. So you probably have to fish a lot and you get higher skill rate, right? Yeah. Very likely at least. Which is like, you know, a very grindy game basically. I want to use XP by fishing a lot, maybe. I like games where you can, you know, do professions and still get level up and so on. I mean, like an actual level, you can go and fish and you know, blacksmithing and so on, and get levels up on that. That's interesting, I think. So you don't require to use, you know, slay monsters all the time to really level up. She's probably gonna find a monster down here, would be my guess. Of course, by fishing. But yeah, they haven't really developed how this game system economy works, but, you know. They probably farm some item and sell and buy and so on, right? I mean, the blacksmith girl seemed to just be a blacksmith permanently, right? And use blacksmithing, so might be that you can level up by purely doing that. And you probably go faster if it's similar to that. And I mean, I guess you can learn to breathe underwater by just almost drowning. If you keep almost drowning every day, will you have a massive lungs then if you just keep jumping into the water permanently? It's like, I can't die from oxygen lack now because I keep having almost die from oxygen lack. So now I'm immune to that, right? Probably, given the game rules, right? If you keep doing that, you should be immune to it. But yeah, she clearly found like a, you know, hidden door down there, a boss room, clearly. I mean, she probably... Can she die by this? I mean, she has like absurd vitality, right? So, I mean, I assume her health point would like gradually, very, very slowly, gradually kill her by being... If she goes into the water. As she can't swim and so on. I mean, she's like too slow for that, right? Okay, so you're gonna go here and fish and swim and exploring a cave. Finding a tree. This is probably better explained in the visual novel. In the light novel, yeah, probably explains more in detail what happens here. But not just kind of, I don't know, hang out in the cave. They're not really doing anything, she's gonna sit there fishes, yeah, okay. And she swims around constantly. Yeah, I don't know, it's like, okay, they're swimming and fishing a lot. It's very grindy. It's a very grindy anime. I swim 10 hours every day, so I'm a really fast swimmer now. Yeah, like it's the grindiest thing ever. But she's found another boss room down there, so... She keeps fishing. Yeah. Yeah, keeps getting skills by swimming a lot. She should have like amazing lungs and you know, her speech should be really good and so on. I mean, her friend's role is... She's clearly a DPS character, but... I guess I would call her like a rogue or something like that. Rogue or like... thief or so. You know, some kind of agility based character. And now she's been swimming so much, she's like really fast and she increased her mobility and so on by doing that, so... but I mean, yeah, you know, some kind of like quick DPS character. And now she unlocked some boss here finally. No, she's like a DPS character. She's like not a mage, but like a physical DPS character. But she is like maximized agility instead. She has agility, which you can see here now. Finally fighting here, she has a kind of like, you know, dagger abilities. Yeah, you can send some slashes here. Yeah, she's some kind of like physical DPS character. An assassin maybe. But I mean, the game doesn't really have like, you know, don't have classes right in this game because you learn by doing, so CG suddenly. I kinda like if she cuts the enemy and it kinda pixel flies. Yeah, it's like squirt. It's like you know, purple blood there with like yeah, squared blood. Okay, decent water battle. Look, I feel it looks very easy though, the game. I have to say that though. That'd be cool how it's like those squares are falling out from it. Okay, some kind of water missability. What? Oh, here we go. Huh. Okay, okay. Has some abilities. And she's like casually fishing. Yeah, I want to just skate down there. Yeah, she's just casually sitting up there. It's like, yeah, it's a pretty good day, you know. Not there for fishing. And she's like fighting this like massive water monster. She's like, yeah, whatever. He's probably fine. Yeah, great friendship. Yeah. Okay, she can send some Kirillin energy disc. Yeah, it's all Dragon Ball style now. Yeah. Oh, okay, it dies, I think. Yeah, head for stuff, okay. I have to say it feels very easy, the game. You cannot just... okay, maybe she drowned out, but... No, she gets like a chest here. I guess she killed the boss and she teleported up there, maybe. Yeah, because kill the boss you got teleported to the chest. Okay, it's no ending, it's gonna be like a... And she's probably got like a perfect DPS gear, right? Yeah, exactly. So kind of cute little DPS chick. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like she gets a little cool clothing and so on. Yeah, more stylish fighter clothing. Yeah, let's make a party best friend. Yeah, like now they can have party, of course. Another party, but I mean, not she even openly have party. Yeah, let's fight in the next event together, right? But she spent a whole episode fishing. She's like a level 1000 fisherman now. You have to wonder, right? She's like, I am amazing at fishing now, so I can be like, I don't know, it helps my vitality by, I don't know, idling and fishing forever. But her friend is clearly the deep character. Yeah, she's clearly the mascot team. Exactly. She even did this thing. She even did that thing now, the flexing. So she is straight up the. And just carrying her again. I love this team, though. I'm gonna carry you to the event. Don't worry, girl. I know you can't, boss. I will carry you. Yeah, I will carry you there. Yeah, she's literally the carry of the team. Yeah. And there was like the legend of the DPS girl that could kill a fish in 3 attacks. But yeah, I like that she's literally carrying her. Because I mean, if you ever played like Dota or MOBAs like LoL and so on, right? You talk a lot about the carry, right? The ADC usually and the attack carry. Like if you play bottom in LoL, you usually have the support and the carry, right? And the carry, of course, with all the solid damage. And she's clearly the carry. She's carrying the tanks. So she's the carry. So I like that. I like that. It's very metaphoric. she's carrying her. But yeah, like it's a funny anime. I like the anime. It's entertaining. But I have to say again, right, that this is like, man, this game world where the maximum vitality tank character can just be like, poison, persistent, oh, everyone died. She just massacred the whole city basically. So I mean, I like the main character. I like the main character is actually like very competent playing the game. Right? She's found this like abusive loophole, and she's very, very good at playing the game from her abusive standpoint, right? So I like it a lot. She really plays the game to her advantage, right? But I wrote in length about this on Reddit last week, but you can find it on Discord and so on, and of course my other channel, games. But still, from like a gaming perspective, though, it really makes no sense. Anime. It really makes no sense because I thought about it, of course, at the beginning as well during the episode, but like, when you play these kind of games, let's say World of Warcraft, probably the most famous MMORPG and so on, right? People write guides, right? People stream, people write guides, people write blog posts, do the min-max, they have this, elitist site, you can go and find the best specs and so on. So, these kind of games, someone is always going to test this mass build. Like me personally, I would test this kind of builds. If I, I want to be the best player of this game, of the New World Online, I will of course research, okay, what exists, even if the game is released today, right? I'll be like, okay, what can I try to do? What can I, make happen, right? And I will try the different builds, and I will eventually find this build, right? Or me or someone else to do it first. And, this would never be a secret. So, while it's really funny seeing her owning everyone, she just like creepily crushed like 50 people alone, right? And it's just bam, 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 bam. It's like she's like massive, just own everyone easily herself, right? That scene is funny. But from a logical standpoint, like a gaming perspective, if you ever actually played one of these games, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, because it's like, these are other players, right? Maybe I misunderstood it, but it was an event, right? And everyone attacking her were other players. But I'm wondering if they're just NPCs, because they are like, shots at her! You see one guy attacking her, and he dies from attacking her, right? Like a torn damage thing. And the next, like, I'm attacking you too! And they also die. And the next attacks her. And they always keep running into a wall, right? And that would never happen in reality. Because while people maybe aren't the brightest, while some people are stupid. Let's be honest, some people are stupid. People aren't that stupid. If you see someone like, that didn't work at all, you're not gonna do the same thing. So have you ever heard about expression that learn by your mistakes, right? Classic expression. But the improvement expression of learn by your mistake is learn by other people's mistake, right? That's the even better thing. Why do the same mistake if someone else does it before you? That's the best thing. I learn by other people doings their mistake and do it to begin with, right? So if you see her completely immune to damage, you wouldn't try to do it again. I would be immediately like, huh, physical damage doesn't work on her. Maybe throw a magic attack on her. Maybe doing this thing, right? Maybe like poisoning her. So, wouldn't work. But I wouldn't know that. But I would try something else, please. I would try something else, right? So in that sense, it's a cool scene because she owns them all, and her combination of poison and parasite was really cool. But at the same time, it's like, why does everyone just keep attacking her head on, right? Like complete morons. Yeah, people usually aren't that bad in these games. So it's a little bit of the Shield hero issue, I feel, where naofumi is a cool character, but then the other three heroes are completely, they're so asinine. Yeah, especially for speed hero, but all of them are really asinine. And if it's like, it's like he's a good character, but they are just too stupid for their own good, right? Like they're impossibly stupid. And he has like 50 people charging at her, and no one does something else, right? They use all of the same mistake, right? Again, that is a lot like 50 idiots, yeah. In that sense, it doesn't make any sense, right? And also, of course, people are so amazed about her vitality build. But I mean, that's the thing, right? If anyone, that's a good, not just Kirito, but like Kirito or any other player, or like my man today, right? If Senku played this game, Senku would be like, she's clearly playing full vitality build. I can do this thing, like clearly. If she fought any other player from any other Isekai anime, basically, right, or MMO VR RPG anime that actually understands how gaming works, right, or Batum or something like that, right? Any other player character, they would be like, that doesn't make any sense. I can easily beat that, or they'd be like, max vitality. That's the shit, and they will do the same thing, right? They will do the exact same thing. They will also be like, oh, that seems really OP. How can I be OP, right? So that is a massive issue here in this anime. I really feel. I think it's entertaining, but it has that like stupid layer over it, where if it's like every other player except her best friend then are idiots. Like her best friend easily owned that fish monster. She completely owned the fish monster. Her best friend was awesome too, but every other player is like 1% effectiveness of the game, right? Yeah, everyone else is playing the game wrong apparently. Like she's the only person that's discovered how the game works. And that doesn't make any goddamn sense from like a gaming perspective of how actually human behaves, right? And even going so far as saying that even everyone else doesn't understand how the game works. Like actually, they can't be like a Senku and figure out stuff. What people do, look at like Hearthstone or other card games, even if you go on like rank 20 in Hearthstone, which is the worst rank in it, even at rank 20 in Hearthstone, people are using net decks, right? People are using like the best decks currently. They are playing them incorrectly, but they're using like really high top decks because they don't get how the game works. So they just, they go to a website and they just take that deck and they play the deck, right? So that's how people act, right? People that are noobs, so to speak, or idiots then, depending, because I think it's a difference between being stupid and noob, right? Noob is like a new player, and idiot people are just, incompetent talents, right? So you have someone that's like a noob, they lose at the game, they will go and research what they're doing, right? So if someone loses to her here, and they're like, wow, she's so damn OP, they probably make a new character, and it's like, I want to be a tank too, right? So that's the problem, right? That's the problem. Everyone would probably use this build if it was so overpowered. Someone else should have found it earlier, and a lot of people would, go with the full percent. But hello, Gabriella, but now we're just gonna close off here after the ending credits. But I'm saying that from a game perspective, it's just like, man, everyone would probably go this full massive tank build, right? In the end, if she's so OP and people will see that, they'll be like, I have an idea, right? People would probably just copy that and play the same thing. She's still playing the game very strongly because she's combining abilities and so on. She might still be the best player of this tank build. But if someone is successfully playing this tank build and everyone is seeing that, winning events and so on, other people will do the same thing, right? It's just like, it's how people are. Even the bad players will just, even more so the bad players will just copy the winners, right? And just try to emulate what they are doing. So it really has an issue in that sense, anime. It's entertaining, but it's like, god damn it, it's so unrealistic. Like, unrealistic is a good word for it, yeah. Because people aren't that stupid. But I'll say again, what I really hope seeing is that she's gonna face, right, some agility-based character, right, that she cannot touch. Because that to me would make sense, right? She will face someone that has 100% evasion and she can't defeat them. Like that's what I'm waiting for. She only has vitality and she's super slow. Can someone do like, you know, I'll throw a slow spell at you, so she's even slower. She can like move like 1 hex per 1, you know, tile or whatever per round, and then we stand there and be like, no, fireball, or something, yeah. And then we just defeat her by distance or something like that. Or, you know, someone's like, I can make trap magic, and they would like trap her in like a hole, and they'd be like, I just drowned or something, yeah. Like that would be, I think, interesting. Like Senki, he would be like, you know, trap magic, and it's like, oh, you're stuck in down here? Yeah, like something like that, yeah. I hope that happens. Not because I want to see her lose, but I want to see her have actual, I guess, challenge, right? Because so far, no one can like damage her. So far, everything is owned by her, and it's a good start. But I feel like it's time, episode 3, to have a little, you know, more challenging opponents, right? They actually have abilities she has to overcome, right? It just can't just keep being she is OP and no one can touch her. That doesn't make any sense in this kind of game, and it would be boring if she just keeps beating everyone so easily. But anyway, that's the reaction of BOFURI episode 2. Funny anime, but from a game perspective, which is cray-cray. Anyway, today we're also going to have Plunder. Some hours from now, okay, 2 hours from now, roughly. We're going to have Plunder, so for that, and we might watch 7 Deadly Sins today. I don't know. Last week it was so ugly that I just lost my passion for that anime, because it's just like, wow, it's incredibly ugly. If you see that ugly Melodas half imp leg thing, it's so ugly. I was like, man, I can't handle this anime anymore. It's just incredibly ugly. 7 Sins, not so Itai, so yeah, it's like, what the hell. But anyway, see you guys 3 hours with Plunderer, and of course tomorrow Somal will be back there. And also, I'll say it again, Thursday, last week, yeah, we watched this Idol Girl anime. Man, that anime was funny. It's a new anime about not the Idol Girl itself. It's about her, the biggest female fan of an Idol Girl, and her crazy otaku antics and trying to help her Idol Girl. That's really funny. We're watching it from like kind of the perverted mindset. Yeah, that anime was actually really funny. No, I guess you're watching Eurocamp then, Heia Camp, right? On 3 minutes. Because yeah, I watched Heia Camp of course too. Jag ska säga alla dem här. Oshiga Bodukan Ikuratua Shino. That was really fun. I recommend that anime. Watch it tomorrow again. That anime was surprisingly funny. But yeah, Heia Camp is only 3 minutes. But hopefully one day they have an actual season 2 of Eurocamp. And I was gonna react to the anime, but I did the reaction last week, and then I got a copy on Heia Camp. So yeah, I can't do that anymore on YouTube, unfortunately, for that reason. So that's why I didn't. That's why I haven't seen more of that anime, because of they, yeah, it was up like a day too. They got it immediately, almost. Only was up less than a day. Then they removed it. So yeah, can't watch that anime, unfortunately. But anyway, see you guys. Enjoy the Plunderer.